Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 1 of Legacy of Kain, Soul Reaver. It's the 25th of June. This is the game you guys voted for on my poll on YouTube. I did try out another capture device, but the quality degradation was just so bad that. But it wasn't bad. Like, it was fine. It was just it just wasn't as defined. And I want my videos to be as defined as they can get without, because I don't use emulators. I get everything straight native from the console. So I want everything to be as sharp and smooth as possible. Um, because I'd love to be able to use emulators. I'm just really dumb when it comes to them. So anyway, so we're back to my old. I figured, yeah, there might be a very, very slight delay. A very slight delay between me pushing a button and it happening, but it's milliseconds. So, like, come on. I managed to do all those Let's Plays with it without even knowing it was there, like Resident Evil, Dungeons and Dragons, Dynasty Warriors. So many. Okay, so many. So I'm pretty sure I can cope with the millisecond delay. But here we are in Legacy of Kain, Soul Reaver, and I've had this game since I was a child, but I've never really understood it, never really played it, never really got past the first 5 minutes of it. So it's essentially a blind play. I do have, bring that up to 10, and we'll be jumping straight in. Now this is actually a sequel, which I didn't know. And when I found that out, I was tempted to go and get the original and play the original first, but then the original was like 50 quid because it's a really rare one, so I could get it for 50 quid. If anyone has a spare 50 quid lying around, please give me it. Because you know what? I don't. I don't, and I don't think anyone does these days. Anyway, let's jump into the game and see what the game is all about, and then I'll adjust the black bars once we get into the actual gameplay.
Kain is deified. The clans tell tales of him. Few know the truth. He was mortal once, as were we all. However, his contempt for humanity drove him to create me and my brethren. I am Raziel, firstborn of his lieutenants. I stood with Kain and my brethren at the dawn of the Empire. I have served him a millennium. Over time, we became less human and more divine. Kain would enter the state of change and emerge with a new gift. Some years after the Master, our evolution would follow. Until I had the honor of surpassing my lord. For my transgression, I earned a new kind of reward. Agony. There was only one possible outcome. My eternal damnation. I, Raziel, was to suffer the fate of traitors and weaklings, to burn forever in the bowels of the Lake of the Dead. Cast him in. Crumbling, burning with white-hot fire, I plunged into the depths of the abyss. Unspeakable pain, relentless agony. Time ceased to exist. Only this torture and a deepening hatred of the hypocrisy that damned me to this hell. An eternity passed, and my torment receded, bringing me back from the precipice of madness. The descent had destroyed me, and yet I lived.
Raziel, you are worthy. I know you, Raziel. You are worthy.
What madness is this? What pitiful form is this that I have come to inhabit? Death would be a release next to this travesty.
You did not survive the abyss, Raziel. I have only spared you from total dissolution.
I would choose oblivion over this existence.
The choice is not yours.
I am destroyed.
You are reborn. The birth of one of Kain's abominations traps the essence of life. It is this soul that animates the corpse you lived in. And that, Raziel, is the demise of Nosgoth. There is no balance. The souls of the dead remain trapped. I cannot spin them in the wheel of fate. They cannot complete their destinies. Redeem yourself. Or if you prefer, avenge yourself. Settle your dispute with Kain. Destroy him and your brethren. Free their souls and let the wheel of fate churn again. Use your hatred to reave their souls. I can make it possible. Become my Soul Reaver, my angel of death.
Okay, so here we are, we're in the game. I don't really know anything about this. Anything at all, to be honest with you. So we were betrayed by some guy called Kain, who we served. Sadly not Kain from Command and Conquer, sadly. Right, so what can we do? We can run around, I can alter the camera, R1 and L1. So L1 lets me crouch walk. R1 lets me, that looks like sneaking to me. Circle lets me do this, which I don't know what it is. Triangle doesn't do anything. Attack with square. Jump with X. Somewhat flat a little bit, like glide. So yeah. What do I do? I have no clue. Game's a bit dark. I've already upped the gamma a little bit to try and mediate that, but might not be fully successful. I don't know what this little icon is in the bottom right. This is me completely... I am a complete noob to this game, so you'll have to forgive me. Oh, guess we go this way.
These gates twist space, laying a path across great spans.
I'm upping that gamma just a little bit. Because it is quite a It's quite a dark game. So what does he say that these gates reach space? This gate.
You have much to learn, Raziel. When you are ready, this barrier will be dissolved.
Right, so I'm not done. In this room. I'm not sure what I done there. I'm really not sure what this is. Does this show me other...
You must visit other gates before this portal will be open to you.
I'm just trying to work this out. I'm not sure what it does. Like, is this like a fast travel system? As if I go in this one. Nothing, only that one works. Okay, alright. I guess we'll learn more about that as time goes on.
You are weak. You must feed.
The old hunger has left me. I have no desire for blood.
You are changed. Your bloodthirst is replaced by a deeper need. You have become a devourer of souls. To sustain your strength, you must hunt the lost spirits of the underworld and consume the souls of your enemies.
Ah, that's what this is. So it charges up that little meter in the bottom right of the screen. And then I guess we can do stuff with that. We can jump. And grapple, nice. Hold L1 and X to high jump. Right, okay.
Your wings, though ruined, are not without purpose. Take hold of them as you leap, and they will carry you across this chasm.
Jump, then hold X to glide. Giving me spiral vibes.
What scabrous wretches are these?
Stua, the scavengers of the underworld. Their feral hunger has claimed countless souls, spirits who now shall never find their rest.
Enemies! We can auto-face. And we can eat them! So we can auto-face and dodge. And we can eat the souls of enemies as well. Cool. I think this is as far as I made it as a kid. I think that's probably as far as I made it, right? So is there a way that I can, like, manually aim? Because The camera's giving me issues already. Because it just decides when it wants to, where it wants to look on its own. Are we underwater? I feel like we're underwater.
These portals are your conduit between the spectral and material realms. With their aid, you may gather matter and will yourself to become manifest in the physical world. This is taxing, however. Your strength must first be fully restored. You require no conduit to return to this plane. You may abandon your physical body at any time.
Right, so there's two different planes of existence, and we are currently in the spirit plane.
You have much to learn, Raziel. When you are ready, this barrier will be dissolved.
So we're currently in the spirit plane. If I press select, opens up this menu, which I can't do anything with right now. But if we go over here onto this, do it again, we can cast a spell or something. And we're now...
Sustain your strength to prolong your manifestation in the physical world. If you fail to feed or absorb too many wounds, this fragile matter will dissolve.
Right, so we're now in the physical world. We're actually in the physical world. Well, physical plane. I think something like that. Our meter does look a little bit different. I think that meter is dissolving the longer we're here. Way's still barred. So that's why we gotta keep eating. We're basically just backtracking now, but in a different...
You are young yet, Raziel. You still retain many of your vampiric weaknesses. Immersion in water, while not fatal, will dissolve your physical body, forcing your return to the spirit world.
Right, so don't touch water. Got it.
Be aware that in the spectral realm, water has neither heft nor lift. It stands as thin as air.
And there is no water in the spiritual plane, is what I'm taking from that. I think that's where we came, so in the spectral plane we were underneath that. Now we're... Right, okay, I think I get what the game's doing here.
What are these creatures?
Do you not recognize them? They are the children of your brother, Duma.
That's impossible. These foul, scuttling beasts could not be kin of our high blood.
Do you suppose that time stood still for you, Raziel? Much has changed since you passed from the world of men.
Right, so we have bad guys.
I knew my opponent's weaknesses, having suffered them myself. Physical wounds are fleeting. A vampire's immortal flesh begins to close as soon as it is cleaved. Vampires need only fear those wounds that impale or inflame. Water scorches like acid, and fledglings are devastated by sunlight's touch. I would have to modify my tactics to suit my foes.
Right, so we can't kill these guys the normal way that we killed the last guys. Grapple and throw. Oh, so we can grapple and throw, right?
Unfettered from the flesh, a creature's soul fades swiftly into the spectral realm. Draw it in quickly, Raziel, or you will be compelled to follow.
Oh, we're too close to the edge. Nope, can't get that one. It took too long, I think. I mean, move while grappling we can, so let's try and throw this guy into the light. There we go. See, we done it. Avoid water. Can we go in the light? I think we can. Yeah, we can go in the light. It's just the enemies that can't. And we could have also impaled the guy on this.
Your physical prowess surpasses what you knew in life. Even massive obstacles can be moved effortlessly.
Alright, so we can drag stuff about. We can rotate the camera while doing that. That's great. That's only a tad embarrassing. So I'm bare minimalistic kind of combat system, but nice gimmick that you have to find alternate ways to kill them rather than just hitting them over and over.
My God! The sanctuary of the clans reduced to ruin. Beyond these walls lay the pillars of Nosgoth, the seat of Kain's empire. How humble it now appeared, collapsing into the dust of its former magnificence. And yet, I had only just emerged. In the instant between my execution and resurrection, centuries had apparently passed.
This world is wrecked with cataclysms. The earth strains to shrug off the pestilence of Kain's parasitic empire. The fate of this world was preordained in an instant by a solitary man. Unwilling to martyr himself to restore Nosgoth's balance, Kain condemned the world to the decay you see. In that moment, the unraveling began. Now it is nearly played out. Nosgoth teeters on the brink of collapse. Its fragile balance cannot hold.
And with that, I think we'll call that a day for today. And when we come back, we'll be continuing where we left off. We'll be continuing this tutorial-esque mission. I'll see you guys then.